Hello beautiful people, my name is Bridget and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having an awesome day, and today's video is another unfiltered opinions on new makeup releases. It has been a while since we did one of these, but just because I feel like no one's really caring about buying makeup right now, there's a lot going on in the world. And there was nothing coming out that was super exciting, so today we're going to talk about some new stuff coming out because there's finally something that I'm ridiculously hyped about. And also, my vibe might be off. I have a lot going on. I haven't filmed in a couple days because I have a spider bite on my face and it was very swollen, so I haven't filmed. But, and I also have my days mixed up because I don't know what's going on in my personal life. So, that's that. Like, the Weirdo Wednesdays and the Unfiltered Opinions on Fridays might be off for a week or two. I don't know. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and get to today's video and talk about some makeup stuff that I do have opinions about. Okay, before we get started, if we disagree on anything, it's cool. It's just makeup. It's not that serious. We can disagree. Now let's get started with the first thing, which is from Milk Makeup. So they have a couple new things. They have some new Kush lip glazes, which don't look very interesting. And then they have these triple brow pens, which is like a little microblade effect ink pen kind of deal for your brows. I think these look really cool. The shade range is decent, but there's never a shade range for like natural redheads, which I find kind of irritating in these kind of lines because people with auburn hair or more orangey reddish hair don't really have as many brow options. Even the one in the center that's supposed to be like an auburn looks more like a chestnut to me, so I do wish if you're gonna do a line of different shades of brow products, please include one in there for the gingers and stuff. The blonde one looks nice, the blacks look really pretty. I'm glad there's more than one shade of black, but if it's anything like the Lottie London ones, they dried out so fast. That's my only concern. We'll see how fast these dry out. They retail for $22 each, which is similar to the price that Urban Decay came out with their brow blade last year, which is a big hit for them. After that is a release from House Laboratories. Now, we just made a video talking about like brands I think could be shutting down, and House was one of them that I thought was would be shutting down. And I was like, when's the last time they released something? Now is the time to release something. Their liquid shadows are garbage. That's what they're coming out with. And like pencil, not even creamy pencil, just regular pencil lip liners. Shocking, not revolutionary. I mean, part of me is like, ooh, there's a yellow gold liquid shadow. But I tried the black one and it was horrible. So, oh, these aren't even liquid shadows, they're lip glosses. Well, that's just weird. They're lip liners and lip glosses. These pinks and purples and golds and stuff are lip glosses. Alright, well, not interested either way. Next up is from Jeffree Star. It's a 420 collection. So this is available on Beautylish and Jeffree Star's website. It's a series of 3 different mirrors, kind of weed themed for 420 and stuff, which is not shocking from Jeffree Star. And then he has like a couple sweaters and stuff. I won't be picking up any of this. I'm not like a huge weed person. I'm not going to say I've never partaked in it, but it's not like my theme, you know, so that's not something I'm gonna like jump at the chance to go buy, especially since I have his mirrors. But there is something that is 420 related that I need, so let's talk about that next. So it is the Melts Cosmetics 420 palette. We just talked about how like weed themes are my thing. I need this freaking palette, okay? Like, you sign up for, the only way you can get this palette apparently is to sign up for their email list, and it's on Melt's website, or you can wait till May 17th and it'll be on Sephora's, because I was like scrolling earlier and it says it's coming soon on the 17th, so Sephora. So I'm personally not going to wait. It's stupidly expensive. I do not think this is a smart purchase on my part, but I also feel like I'm so stressed out and I've been doing so much that I need to like treat myself to one thing here and there, and this can be the one thing I treat myself to. So this is the beautiful palette. It has yellows. It has like 2 shades that are kind of like a greenish tone. There's only one like green shade in here. There's like a foresty green and there's like more of an olivey green. So I guess there's technically is 2 green shades. There's more yellows, there's more golds. You can consider one of them a limey shade. There's browns. The browns look very cool toned, and like 3 of them look cool toned, 3 of them look like warm tone. There's yellows, there's greens, there's browns. That's what I wear. The only thing missing from this palette is like 1 orange shade. And it'd be like an epitome of like what I want in a palette. So I have to have this. Do I think Melt is overpriced? Yes, it's super expensive and I don't understand why, but I also need it. It's $58. It's It's available on May 20th or April 20th. So it's out by the time you're seeing this. And I need it desperately. All the comments on this are like, ooh, it's just Gemini again. It's just Gemini again. No, it's not. This one has way more yellows in it and browns. They also just released a palette very recently called Rust palette. It's like the Rust stack but in palette form, and that was actually very, very pretty too. It was more of a warm tone palette, but I must say Melt Cosmetics like layouts and their color schemes, they do it for me. They do it for me. And I am wearing the Gemini palette on my eyes today to try to get more of a yellowy look out of it. I'm wearing this all day though, so I might be kind of sweaty. It might not look great anymore, but the formula is so good. Next up is a collection from Essence, and Essence is a great affordable option at Ulta, if Ulta was open, and this is the Bronze This Way collection. It's their summer collection. Even the bronzers don't look like super bronzy. The body, like glitter, lava stuff looks bronzy, but something about this collection is like early 2000s J-Lo did a collab with Essence to me. That's what this looks like. I think it might just be the cheetah print and the tones, like all the tan and stuff. But that's what I think of. I don't exactly know why. The palette looks okay, but there's nothing in this collection that I'm going to pick up. And one of these highlighters, this one, I guess it's a highlighter bronzy thing, looks like a mush-mosh of mushy-mosh because it does not look cute at all. Next up is something I have a theory about. You cannot sue me because this is a theory, allegedly, blah 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 blah. I've been told how much TrendMood charges for just an Instagram story. I can't even imagine an Instagram post. This is not marked as an ad, but smaller brands like this try desperately to get noticed by TrendMood because it's great exposure. And I'm not saying that an indie brand like this paid for this, but it's a possibility when they're like, oh look, another, it literally says, another beautiful eyeshadow palette from Makeup Scientist Cosmetics. I feel like they bought this ad on TrendMood. I don't know. I'm not saying, I mean, that's how I feel. It's not true. I don't know. No one's gonna understand what I'm saying right now. But this is a Makeup Scientist Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. It is called Sodium Fine. It's a weird shaped palette. There's like a little weird square mirror on it. The shades in it look fun, but they don't look like a cohesive look, and the swatches are atrociously chunky. Like, I've never seen a swatch look like this before. It's like Chunk City, and then they turn the sharpness up so you can see every little tiny... It's a lot. There's something about this post that makes me feel really weird about this. It's not like a normal post on TrendMood's page to me. Next up from Colourpop. It's been a minute for Colourpop. It's the Ulta exclusive Celestial collection. It's so pretty. Oh, it's Zatchel! Say hi to Zatchel. Say hi to Zatchel. Say hi to Zatchel one. It's been a minute since he made a cameo. Anyways, the Celestial collection includes 2 palettes, 2 duos of Luxe liquid lipsticks, and 2 blushy bronzery things. I don't know if there's air freshener. I don't know if they're blushes or bronzers, but to me the purple palette doesn't really do it for me. These are only $14 for the palettes, $10 for the blushes, $8 for the Luxe lip glosses. This green one, I think it's, I don't know which one it's called. It's either She's Got Solstice or it's the All Things palette. The one with the greens in it, well, it's mostly orangey browns and one greenish shade. I love it. I don't know what it is. I love it so much. But I wear a lot of neutrals and like a little bit of green and a little bit of gold, so that's really pretty. I wish there wasn't a pressed glitter in it. The green shade kind of gets to me. It reminds me of the green shade out of the Jackie Aina palette that I really, really wanted, that green shade. That's pretty much the only thing I wanted in that Jackie Aina palette was that green. Was it a green? I think it was a green. There was one shade in that palette I wanted. But the purple one doesn't do it for me, but the little other one does. It's pretty cute. And I love Colourpop's formula. This video is all over the place. Next up is KKW Fragrance. So it's Kim Kardashian's fragrance line. I don't get this. Alright, I saw this before and I was like, what is it? So it's the mother and daughter collaboration. So it's Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian's fragrance together for Unconditional Love. And I get it's kind of like a Greek or Roman kind of vibe with the statuesque picture on the front. But it doesn't look like them. And I can't really tell which one's the mother and which one's the daughter. I assume the taller one is the mother, but that's a weird thing to assume when they're both adults. So I don't know which one is which. They don't really have like clear faces, and I don't find it a very pretty image on the front of it. I know that's what they're going for, is like a beautiful aesthetic of this image. I don't see it personally. I think it could have been better done, but you guys can let me know if you like the packaging on that. Anyways, you guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Honestly, the Melt palette is the only thing I'm like dying for. Obviously, buying makeup right now is not a priority, but like I want to treat myself to one thing, and that's gonna be the one thing I treat myself to. I do really want it. I do also like that Colourpop palette, but it's nothing I need in my life. And I feel like a lot of the other stuff is just kind of middle of the road things. I don't need another Jeffree Star mirror. I don't need a Kim Kardashian fragrance, you know? Like, I don't technically need anything. I don't technically need anything ever. Well, except a lip balm. I need a lip balm, but anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I would love to know when you guys think this whole, like, everything closed is going to stop. I'm thinking May 1st, because that's when, like, the orders for everything to stay closed stop, and that's coming up pretty soon. I haven't heard anything, but I would love to know your opinion, especially like based off where you live, when you think everything is going to be open. I think here in Florida it's going to open pretty soon, just because they did reopen the beaches. They said they only open the beaches at nighttime for exercise, but there's plenty of other places to exercise, especially in the downtown area where the beaches are. Like, you could go exercise anywhere else. I don't know why they're opening the beaches at nighttime, but since they're already doing that, I think everything here is going to open in the first. But I would love to know what you guys think. Of course, we're never going to know. We're going to watch the news and stuff, but I'm just wondering where you think things are going to land as far as going back to normal. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. I greatly appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video.